What's up, everybody? Nemesis here. Today we are going to be looking at the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Legends class Devastator. Now, full disclosure, this is not the original, 2009 set. This is, I actually believe, a knockoff. You'll see why I say probably a knockoff, given how terrible the QC is. Of the 24 whenever Age of Extinction came out, in Takara's markets, they re-released the Easy Collection Devastator in their market with better paint. So that's what this is. That being said, I did do some minor modifications to the paint because especially Overload here, and even with my modifications to Long Haul, he is just lacking so much paint. And as you can see, I gave Mixmaster a grill. But yes, so we have Scrapper, Long Haul, Overload, Mixmaster, Scavenger, Rampage / Skipjack. I'm going to be calling him Skipjack. And Hightower. Now, I do also own the Studio Series Devastator. I'm not going to review him quite yet, because I need to order some replacement parts for scrap metal. He's missing his head, and right now has Sideswipe's head. So, yeah. So, let's look at the leader of the Constructicons, Mixmaster. And sorry if he has some dust on him, I did not clean him off very well. Anyway, he's a nice little cement mixer. He's got the brownish wheels to kind of simulate that he's been driving in the desert. I realize now you couldn't see all that. He rolls. Kind of. Focus camera. But yeah, he's, got some nice details. There's some of that dust I was telling you about. But, he's got some nice details. Not a lot, but it's a Legends class figure that was made in 2009. What do you expect? These figures are over 10 years old. I think they're actually close to 15 years old. Now, another thing. This joint was super fucking tight when I got it. If you look, yeah, that's super glue. The ball joint ripped off. So, yeah. Luckily, I was able to repair it, and this joint has gotten a lot looser. And, let's take a look at the back, since we're right here. Now, one of the problems with the QC with this set, everything has gotten so loose. I haven't even had these guys for a year, and they are really starting to get really floppy. But you'll see a little bit more when we get, especially Scavenger here, into bot mode. He's the floppiest of the bunch. Anyway, let's get Mixmaster here into robot mode. First thing you're going to do, take the top of the cab, flip it back. Come here, split the grill, and bring it down. Take these sections right here, pull them out. Take this and connect it up here. Bring the torso down and use the top of the cab, aka Devastator's face. Which, yes, I did add the red. Down as a kickstand. Not a very good one, but bring the arms down. And go ahead and rotate these sections of the drum 180 and bring them down over his hands. A lot of people don't do this step, but it is in the official, instructions. But yeah, You're starting to see what I mean by the floppiness. Anyway, here is the Revenge of the Fallen Easy Collections Mixmaster. And oh boy, this thing. Let's get in here on the face sculpt. You can't really see anything, but yeah. I mean, he does have some nice detailing. He's also got Devastator's face on his ass. But yeah. You know, he's not bad. Articulation-wise, you have ball joints at the shoulders. You can go, you know, whoosh. You can go in like this. He can cover his own face. Can't really do too much out. You can break this section apart if you want. And the hips are on ball joints, so you can do whatever you want with that. This section, you can you can do that if you want, but then he doesn't stand. And of course, you know, these sections are on ball joints as well. Stay. But yeah, so that is Mixmaster. We're going to get him back into his vehicle mode because it's just easier to get to combine mode from there. I won't combine anything until after we've gone through everyone. But still. So you want to rotate the drum, mix it, you know, angle it up so it, you know, looks correct, I guess. I don't know. Then you can, what I do is I just go ahead and fold the arms back like that. And then, you know, angle that up first. Bring the arms together so you can make the drum. And, I mean, yeah, you can also have this as a robot mode if you want, I guess. Alright, go ahead and tab his legs together. Fold this section up like that. Take the Devastator head slash top of the cab. And bring that down. Tab that all in. So, that is Mixmaster. Next, we are going to do Scavenger. One of my favorite of the Studio Series toys. This toy, damn, QC hit me hard with him especially. But, you know, he has a nice mining excavator. I believe he is a ONK RH400. Mixmaster there, I believe, is a Caterpillar. Oh, no, not Caterpillar. He is a Mac Granite 756, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But yes, here is Scavenger. I kind of want to get another one that I can repaint into Demolisher. Same with the Studio Series figure, because they haven't given us one at the time of recording. Anyway, so yeah, he's got some really nice detailing. You got the giant wheels back there. But yeah, he's got the scooping arm, which you can flip all the way up like that. He's supposed to roll. As you can see, he does have these little pinned on wheels, and of course the actual wheels do spin, but he slides more than he rolls. What can you do? You can see he also has his face right there. Anyway, let's get him transformed into robot mode. So you're going to want to take the arms, flip them up, split them. They will not stay up if you have my copy. Split this section as well. Go ahead and take the treads, angle them down just to get them out of your way. Open him up. Bring the wheels down just to get them out of the way. Rotate these sections. You're going to want to come to the back here. Take one of the wheels and push them down. The other goes up. And you can see this little slider right here. And then you can bring the treads back up. And you can angle the arms, so that way, you know, he can semi-stand. Not mine because he's way too fucking floppy. But anyway, here is Scavenger in his robot mode. Can you call this a robot? I don't know. So yeah, he... I mean, he looks good. He looks, you know, very much like Demolisher did, and it's confirmed that they basically share a CGI model. The wheels do roll. And, you know, it doesn't matter which wheel you have on top or which you have on bottom. But, yeah, yeah, I think he's supposed to be like this, but since nothing tabs in, he just, you know, nothing tabs in, everything's too loose. Anyways, articulation-wise, technically I have a butterfly joint there. The arms can move out like that. The elbows can do that. And fun fact, this figure, this mold was the inspiration for Devil Savior's Giant Axe, their version of Scavenger, for their Troublemaker set. So yeah, let's get a good look into the face. Brrr. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave him in robot mode because it's easier to get to his combined mode. For robot mode is basically just fold the arms out, collapse the wheels, and do the treads. But yeah, let's go ahead and get him. Yeah. So next, let's go with Overload. Overload. He is a Caterpillar 773C. No. He's a Caterpillar something. A Caterpillar something belly haul dump truck. It is unfortunate that this wheel isn't painted on this version. I didn't have this shade for that. Also, but it is nice that, you know, they did actually paint the rims. But yeah, I did give him the bumper and this, as well as all that gray paint you see there. It was not a good customization, I will say that. I had brushes that were way too big for these little guys, so. Anyway, but yeah, he is supposed to roll, obviously, but the wheels are just way too stiff. Especially this one. It gets caught all the time. So, you know, he doesn't roll very well. Also, as you can see, he does not like to stay tabbed together up front. Like, at all. But, yeah. So, there's the bottom. You can see basically all the robot. But, yeah. So, let's get him into robot mode. You're going to want to, basically spread his legs like this. Stand him up. Take the, these sections of the, dump truck. Bring them down. Flip the arm down as well. Da-da-da. Same on this side. And, I mean, if you want, you can bend it like this. You know, you can use this joint. I think that's more for a combination, but, you know, whatever. And then, there you have Overload. And yeah, I like him. I like this guy. As you can see, his, this arm is really loose. This arm is fine. But this arm, this entire side, the ball joint and the pin are just... Yeah. Anyway, let's get a look at his details. You can see his face. There's a lot of dust on him. I don't have a canned air duster right now. But yeah, you can see his face. Yeah. Again, I added all the gray. It does not look great, but it's better than him being basically pure red. And you can see he has a claw hook weapon. Claw. But yeah, articulation-wise, the shoulders are on ball joints. The arms are on pins, so you can bring them up, down, whatever. And the legs can spread. He can do the full splits because he has to for combined mode. And, he does have a little ab crunch if you want to use it. If not, you don't have to. But, yeah. Overload, again, we are going to go into vehicle mode because that's just easier for combined mode. So, you're going to want to bring his arms back up. Bring his arms up. Angle that, bring them up on this hinge so they're like this. Tab them together because there is, you can see that there is that big tab right there. Stab them in like that. Bring the hook down. If you bent the ab crunch, bring it back up till it snaps in. Tab his legs together if they do. And then, we have overload back in his vehicle form. So, yeah. Now let's go with skipjack. Skipjack, again, is supposed to roll, but these wheels are just way too stiff. Anyway, skipjack is a Caterpillar M930 bulldozer. He is yellow. Rampage is the red one. They both turn into the same fucking thing and have the same robot mode, just one's yellow, one's red. But yeah, let's get some look. And as you can see, this is not discoloration from the time I've had it. This, like, half of him is a brighter yellow than the other. And you can really tell that on camera, actually. I don't know why. That's part of what makes me think this is a knockoff set. Or if it's not, that I just got hit, QC just hit me like a fucking freight train. But anyway, you can see he's actually got quite a bit of really good detailing for being as small as he is. Yeah. And I mean, he cleans up really nicely. You just have his pogo stick. But yeah, articulation in this mode, the shovel can go down. You can't really raise the shovel up because the exhaust pieces are blocking it. But yeah, he's cool. I like him. Now to get him transformed, you want to split the scoop, right, like this. Fold the scoop halves up like this, like that. You're gonna want to bring down this section, bring up the pogo stick, and bring up the head. And he does not stand very well, but that is the official way to transform him. He is bouncing on these sections and this. What I do is I flip the treads around like I'm going into Devastator mode. And that's how I have him, like that. So there is Skipjack in his robot form. And, he doesn't look great, but of course none of these guys do. They're Legends class figures from 2009. Obviously, they're not going to look great. Anyway, so let's get a closer look there on that head sculpt. Oh, yeah, that's a face only a mother could love. And no real new detail gets revealed other than the face. But yeah, boing, 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 boing. But yeah, he does have the tread. I think these are supposed to represent the tread whips. You know that Hasbro's design team had a fucking wreck with this set because half of these guys didn't have robot modes in the movie, and the ones who did had really freaking weird robot modes. Like this guy. Or Scavenger. Or Mixmaster. Or Hightower. But yeah. Yeah. Articulation-wise, the shoulders are on a ball joint. They can go up that far. You can flip them back. They can go forward about that far. Full 360. However, this one is really freaking tight. It's tight and loose at the same time, which is really weird. Another thing I've seen people do is I've seen people leave the scoops down like this, which is cool if you want to, make it look like he has hands, but in the movie he had whips. Well, Rampage did. This guy's the same, bot mode as him, so. Yeah. So we're going to leave him in robot mode because it's easier to get him into combined form from robot mode. Next, we have Long Haul. As you can see, I've tried putting a little bit of color in the grill. But yeah, here he is. He is a Caterpillar 773B dump truck. Same with payload. They never include payload, but payload is part of the combination. Payload combines with skipjack to make the rest of the leg. Because if you look at actual sizing, Rampage slash skipjack could not pull off being the leg all by himself. So, Anyway, Long Haul. He's a dump truck. Again, I do appreciate that they did color in the rims. Yeah. And there's not too much here. There's not too much in robot mode either. But yeah. Again, a little attempt at coloring. I tried. Anyway, so yeah. You can see the cab right there. Some lights. So let's get him into robot mode. So what you're going to do, untab the bottom, this section, and if you want, you can sort of jury rig it so it looks like he's dumping. It doesn't look too good, but hey, you can. Anyway, so you're bring that all the way down. Untab the legs and bring the feet down. Bring the bed down and split it. And there you have Long Haul in his robot mode. And yeah, he's a thing, all right. Let's get in close to that head sculpt if you can even see it. Again, this is my attempt at adding some color to him. It didn't really work too well, but whatever. Yeah, look at that face. My camera's not wanting to. Yeah, just look at it. Look at it. Like I said, there's not too much new detailing that's exposed in robot mode. Other than the chest, the hollow-ass arms, and the knees, basically. But yeah, he's simple, but I wouldn't call him bad. Articulation-wise, the arms can move like that. You can bring them in, and then do that if you want to kind of simulate him shooting the rockets like he did in the movie, but... Or, you know, shield. And the legs are on ball joints and kick forward that far, exposing how tiny his torso really is. If you move this section back, you can get the legs to go about that far. And grill. And the feet can pivot up and down, so if you want, you really can't, but so, you know, can't really do any poses, but you know. So technically it's easier to get him into combined mode from robot mode, but I'm gonna get him back into vehicle mode because I want to. It's my channel, fuck off. So go ahead and close up the bed like that, flip the feet up and tab them together, and bring it down like that. Woo. So next, let's bring in Hightower. You know, he's a Calepco C-35 crawler crane, I believe. I don't remember. But yes, he is a crane. Woo. Yeah, as you can see, this piece does not like staying in there. So, yeah, and this hook does not come down anymore. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's not too much detailing, but there is a good amount for the time and the size class. I mean, yeah. And come down here, and that's his face. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, one thing you can do is you can go and flip the hook up and bring out the hook for robot / Devastator mode. If you want. But yeah, if you want, you can use this as like a wrecking ball or whatever. But yeah, so let's get him into his robot mode. So you can go ahead and untab this piece. It clips on right here. You don't have to, but it is in the instructions, so go ahead and spread the treads like this. Bring this back, angle this section back. Go ahead and tab that back in. Bring the treads down like this, and then rotate them like this. Down and rotate. And you can go and bring the claw out. And yeah, here is Hightower in his robot mode. And oh boy, this thing is, it's a thing. It is definitely a thing. Yeah. He is, yeah, it's not like he has bad detailing on him. I mean, look at that. Look at that cage. Look at those mean little arms. Look at all of that. Good stuff. Again, a lot of it we saw in crane mode, but it's a Legends class figure. What do you expect? But yeah, if you lift up, you can get a better view of his face. Looks more like an Age of Extinction Dinobot, kind of like a Overloads, but articulation, forget about it. You can kind of move the treads without mistransforming it. You can you can bring the legs in. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can. You can fold the crane arm over. You can tab this. You can angle this however you want, but like there's not a lot of articulation in this guy. So let's get him back into vehicle form so we can get him into Devastator form here in a minute. Bring him down like this. Fold over, bring down. Try to tab it in if it will go. Angle these so these tab together. Bring this around, flip it in as best as it goes. Bring the hook down, and then boom. We have High Tower. Now, last but certainly not least, Scrapper. Now, G1 Constructicon-wise, Scrapper is my favorite. Movie Constructicon-wise, a little harder to tell. Actually, I think it might be him, but, whatever. He is a, caterpillar something or other. I don't remember what vehicle he is. All I remember is he's a caterpillar. He's a, caterpillar excavator. But yeah, he looks really good. There's, again, surprising amount of detail for how small he is. And of course, the rims are painted. Kudos. The bucket is, that. Yeah, he's got quite a bit of actually really good detailing. He rolls the best out of them, but saying that is like saying it's better be kicked in the head than kicked in the crotch. That may be true, still not great. But yeah. Articulation in this mode, you can kind of tilt the bucket, I guess. But yeah. So let's get him into robot mode. What you're going to do is split the bucket. Rotate it like this. That way he has his feet. Go ahead and take these pieces right here. Split them. And bring them out to the side. Try and angle it so that way he can stand. Bring them down to form the arms. Take the canopy and flip it back. And look at this guy. Look at him. He is really good. This is a really good combination of the movie design and the G1 design. However, it is not at all accurate to the movie, funnily enough. But yeah, I say he looks really good. Let's get in close here on the face sculpt. Yeah, look at that face. He looks so sad, though. And again, the only new detail that's really revealed, other than these weird fingers, is the head. But yeah. Articulation-wise, the shoulders are on a ball joint. Mine are really fucking tight. You can see there's stress marks in them. So I'm not going to move them too much, more than I have to. The legs are on ball joints. They also very tight, and as you can see, there's more stress marks in there. Yeah, so the legs are on ball joints and go back that far, up that far, and rotate them, I guess, a little. The feet can rotate, and you do get a little ankle tiltage, which is surprising for a Legends class figure from 2009. Deluxe class figures from 2015 didn't even have that. So yeah. So yeah, I really like this figure. It's a shame he's wanting to break on me, but I still like him. So let's get him back into his vehicle mode so we can get him into Devastator form. Go ahead and bring the arms out like this. Flip them back like this. Take the legs, move them forward so they tap in right there. Rotate the bucket, tab the bucket together. Take the canopy, flip it up. Boom. So now that we've gone through all of our individual Constructicons, let's get into Devastator. So we're going to start off with the legs. Skipjack, what you're going to want to do, since he's already in robot mode, flip the head down, take this piece, flip it all the way down, fold his body down as far as it can go, spin him around, take the scoops, flip them forward, take these treads and just, put them where they were in vehicle mode, tab the bucket, tab the blade together and push it down like this. And here we have Skipjack in his combined mode. For long haul, what you're going to want to do, go ahead and take this, just get out of the way, pop his legs forward, bring them all the way back like this, bring the arms up at this hinge right here, flip the front section back, and bring down the legs. So here we go. Overload, what you're going to want to do, split the front, make them do the splits like this, bring down, get the hook out of the way, and bring down this section like this. This was also the inspiration for Devil Savior's compressor, their overload. So yeah. And then, you're going to want to take this peg, put it into this hole. You're going to want to do that for both of them. And then we have Devastator's lower body all done. You can also use that ab crunch to bring it down a little bit more if you want. So let's set him off to the side for right now. Not going to work on Scavenger yet because I hate how floppy he is. So instead, we are going to work on Scrapper and Hightower. What you're going to want to do for Hightower, flip the crane piece up, take the claw, flip it out, take this section, flip it out and out like this, so we have this going on. Go ahead and angle this down. Scrapper, what you're going to want to do is untab the bucket, rotate the bucket, and if you want, you can bring the legs down so you have this going on, but I prefer to just do this. So here we have them. Now I guess we'll work on Scavenger. So what you're going to want to do is flip his arms out like this. Go ahead and collapse the wheels, which is what they were wanting to do on me anyway. Flip them like this. Bring the treads all the way around like this. And there you go. So to connect him onto Overload, what you're going to want to do, you see these little tracks right here? They are going to go right over here. So you're going to want to just, slide them on. If Scavenger wants to work with me today, which I don't think he does. There we go. Then what you're going to want to do is come back here, bring the tires down like that, bring the hook up like that, just, solidify the connection. And then take these holes, plug them into these pegs on Scavenger. And here you go. And we are at the home stretch. You're going to want to bring in Mixmaster. Untab the top of the roof. Bring it back. You're going to want to take these slots right here. Plug them into these tabs right here on Scavenger. Just like that. Then you're going to want to take the grill section, split it, and bring it down. So, there you have the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Legends Class Devastator. And yeah, I don't know why, but even with all the QC issues, I love this thing. He just looks so fucking weird. I mean, Revenge of the Fallen Devastator is one of my favorite designs. Just because how could it not be? Look at that shit. But yeah. So, articulation-wise, the arms can move like this. You do have an elbow joint technically, but mine is so loose that, yeah. You do have, I guess, elbow rotation. You can kind of collapse the claw here on Hightower. You can, mess with buckets and shit on Scrapper. The head is on a ball joint. Though I don't know how much use you're going to get out of it, other than, like that. You can look all the way up, which looks stupid. And then, you do have, thigh rotation, I guess. And then you have whatever transformation joints in the, legs. But really, you're not going to get much, if any, fucking posing out of him. Because he's not one of those figures you're gonna, pose around. This is one of those figures that, you buy to play with. You want a good representation of Studio Series, or of Devastator from Revenge of the Fallen? Buy the Studio Series one, or the Devil Savior one. Although, I would not suggest the Devil Savior one, because, I've heard some, bad things about him. Especially with Split, their Mixmaster. To the point where Emgo, one of my favorite reviewers and kind of a little bit of an inspiration for this channel, threw his on the floor and smashed it to pieces. You're not going to do that with this set. You're not going to do that with the Studio Series set. Except when yours breaks for no fucking reason. I'll get into that more when I review Studio Series Devastator. But, this is a nice, fun little pick up and play figure. Even with the QC issues and my Scavenger being fucking shit, I'm sure I can find another one on the secondary market. And, he'll... yeah. So, that has been my review of the Revenge of the Fallen / Age of Extinction movie Advanced Legends Class Devastator. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Until then, this has been Nemesis. Signing off.